Kicking it with KeKe. Kicking it with KeKe. Kicking it with KeKe. Full of personality. Switching up the storyline on God, we making history.
Writing books, changing lives, one day at a time. Put your problems to the side. Enjoy yourself. Free your mind.
Kicking it with KeKe.
What's up, you guys, and welcome to another episode of Kicking It with KeKe, Life, Love, and all that other shit. I am your host, KeKe Chanel, award-winning author, lifestyle blogger, writing coach, and certified life coach. Y'all already know, since we are in season 3, that this is a personal development podcast that focuses on personal growth and mindset. With that being said, I believe that when we operate as our best self, we live a more abundant and a life of prosperity. So today's guest, we're going to talk about personal development, all kind of things. I like to give my guests the opportunity to introduce themselves. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to her. Y'all make sure y'all give her a warm welcome. Kay, thank you for coming and kicking with me today. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kay Brown. I'm an author, a writer, a multi-talented person. I do all types. I'm a spiritual person. I do tarot cards, and I'm a mother.
Absolutely. Love, love, love. So before we get into all things Kay, I like to ask this question because we are talking about, personal development throughout the podcast. When you hear the term personal development, what does that mean to you?
For me, personal development means evolving, coming from one level to another level, evolving all the time. You can't develop if you're not evolving in some way, whether it's writing, spiritual, whatever it is, you have to evolve.
I love that. You're the first person who said that answer, and I just love it. It gives me goosebumps because we're all here to change, grow, and evolve, and all those three things mean the same. It's different levels to them. So if you're not striving to evolve into your highest self on a daily basis, then that's not positive personal development in my eyes, because some personal development can be negative, and a lot of people don't want to talk about that because you can self-medicate with the wrong things. You can watch the wrong TV shows and it can get into your mind when you're not up to par or above par, when you're working on yourself to evolve into the person that God placed you here to be, right? So I love that answer. Thank you so much for saying that. Do you believe that when it comes to personal development, that mindset plays a big part in that?
Definitely. If your mindset isn't on the right path, you can't. How you going to evolve? How you going to get stronger? If you thinking negative, you're going to be negative. If you thinking positive, going to be positive things attract you. You're a magnet. Your body is the magnet. Definitely your mind plays the biggest part in evolving and development, personal development.
Yeah, and I believe that you, in order to change and grow and develop yourself in a positive way, you have to want to do it. It starts with having that decision or making that decision. I want more from my life. I'm tired of being stuck. I'm tired of having this pity party because, misery loves company and all that kind of stuff. You have to refuse to take up residence in that hotel in order to develop yourself the way that you're supposed to be developing, in order to see different aspects in your life change and grow and evolve into what they're supposed to be. And so, yes, I agree with you when it comes to mindset, because as a life coach, I find that people come in with that fiery mindset and they ready. And then when the work start, they don't want to do the work.
I want to write a book. And they're like, dang, I want to write a book. Well, I've written books. And tedious work. You want to write the book, but you got to do the tedious work to get the book out there.
Oh.
You got to put the book together. You have to develop the book. You got to get all that printed out. You got to do the steps, but you can't just say, I want to write a book and bam, you got a book.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do in between.
And they think that it's supposed to happen overnight.
Oh, It does not happen. I've been writing 4 years old. I've been writing since a kid. I went to school for journalism. I'm still writing. I'm writing, writing, writing. So it does not happen overnight. It will not happen overnight. When my big success comes, that I feel like, because other people think I'm successful, but I'm not where I want to be at, then my big success time come, I feel like I made it. But look how long it took me to get there.
Absolutely. I mean, nothing happens overnight, and if it does, I promise you, it's not gonna last long.
At all.
Right.
Nope.
So let's get into K Brown, the author, the writer. I heard you say you went to school for journalism. Tell us a little bit about how you knew that writing was something that you were passionate about and it was a part of your purpose.
I'm laughing because I didn't know. A teacher told me.
Oh, wow.
So when I started, I went to community college and I was like, what am I going for? I went for general studies. I figured I'd dabble into nursing, something that had to do with the medical field. But the first day of class, in English class, the teacher was like, y'all write about y'all summer. Well, my summer consisted of working because I had my child at 15. So every summer was working for me. So I just wrote a bunch of stuff, put a lot of details in it, made you feel like you was really there with me. And I turned it in. And when he read it, he asked me at the end of the class, he was like, did you do all this? I was like, no. He's like, so you lied? I said, I wrote good. I wouldn't call it a lie. He stopped back. Like, so what's your major? I'm like, I really don't know. He's like, you need to be a writer. He literally took me out the class, walked me down the hall to the counselor, and had him change my major for me while he was standing there because he saw so much potential in me. And I'm a writer.
Oh my goodness, that is an awesome story, because 9 times out of 10, you have professors that think like the starving artist, like you need to do something else because you ain't gonna make it. But the fact that he read your story and your storytelling was so bomb, right? Not lying, but that's storytelling. That's called. It was so bomb. He saw that in you and was like, we're doing this today because I don't need you to be saying you're gonna change it and you're not gonna do it. So, oh my goodness, that is amazing. So how did that make you feel though? Because I know you was it just kind of fell on you. How did that make you feel in that moment?
That I could really I didn't think I was all that, but I was just like amazed that somebody took the time to see something in me that I didn't even see in myself. So I took it serious when she said that, and I started the path. I went straight on it. I didn't stop. I didn't go turn left or right. I went straight on it. And it took me a while to get out of community college, but bumps in the roads and all that, but I did it and I kept straight on it. And it made me feel good. And I tell his daughter, because I know his daughter, I tell her, I love your daddy. I love him for doing that for me. So yeah.
Yeah, because he really didn't have to, but I'm glad that there are still people like him that see the potential in people like us and don't sit on that. Because a lot of people are afraid that somebody gonna jump down their throat and was like, no, you're not gonna push off what you want me to do on me or whatever. And I'm glad that he was one of those people that didn't allow himself to remain silent about how impactful your story was to him. So kudos to him. What's his name?
I forgot, but I know his daughter.
Well, shout out to him anyway. If she listening, she gonna tell her daddy, and then there you go. So shout out to him for seeing that light in K and has pushed her into writing books. And I know literature is a passion of yours because you're a reviewer and all of that, and I watch your page on Instagram and stuff like that. So how important do you believe that literacy is when it comes to personal development?
I believe self-taught is the best way to learn things. You could be taught through a teacher. You could be taught through seeing other people do it. But once you start reading and learning and developing your mind and teaching yourself the knowledge that you need to get to the place that you need to get to, your understanding becomes overstanding at that point. So now you have the way you could teach yourself the way that you know how to learn. So reading has a lot to do with it. Books, the truth is hidden in the books. I make my kids You have to learn, because everybody's not going to teach you the truth, and you need to learn it.
Right. I totally agree. I totally agree. I mean, because I try to learn something every day, and knowledge is power, and that is something that people cannot take away from you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I look, I try to make my son, he's 13, try to make him read. I haven't taken him to the library or to the bookstore none this summer yet. So we may be taking a trip. We may be taking a trip like next week and get him back on there, because he's going to the 8th grade, one more year, and then he'll be in high school. So that literacy and his vocabulary is always been. He was 3 years old, and I'm like, where did you learn this word from? So that just goes to show you that kids are always paying attention. Like, they always pay attention. You might not even know that they're there, but they're paying attention. So
Definitely.
yes. When it comes to books, do you have an absolute favorite genre to write?
Fiction is my favorite genre. Street literature, but I like to say street literature with a twist, because I like to put messages in there.
Okay.
But I am a fiction girl, but I am so into sci-fi now.
Oh,
I think I want to write a sci-fi book now, because everything that I believe in is superstitious. So I might as well write a book about it. So that's my next thing. I'm into it.
I see you like sci-fi. I like sci-fi too, but my thing is paranormal. I have a couple paranormal books.
Paranormal.
Yes. And then I have one that's coming out called Dorian, and it's gonna flip some people out. Like it's.
I'm gonna have to get that. I love a good paranormal book. And you know what else I want to do? My kid is into anime, so I want to do a Black anime book. So
that would be awesome. I would get it for my son for sure, because he liked that kind of stuff too. Minecraft and all that stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, that is awesome. So yeah, and see, talking about the different genres, that opens us up, because when you think about Black writers, we're stereotyped so much, like the sex, the drugs, the killing, and all of that. But we're everywhere. We're everywhere. We're not going anywhere, So y'all just might as well just get ready, because why limit yourself to one genre when you could just explore? You might take that sci-fi and that paranormal and skyrocket.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love it. I'm
the person that doesn't like to be put in a box.
Right.
You can't put me in the box, because I won't fit.
Mm-hmm.
I won't fit.
Are you gonna fight your way out of that box? I can see
I'm definitely gonna fight my way out, because I don't like to be told what to do. Far as like, if I know something is right and this is my vision, just because you don't believe in it, you can't tell me not to do it. Right. I lost relationships behind that, like serious relationships, because I won't let you tell me I can't do this. I won't let you tell me I can't write this book and self-publish myself, because it's not going to get as much traction if I go to one of the big 5 publishing companies. And who's to say I'm gonna get traction there, because I still have to promote it myself, unless they're putting big money behind you. So,
and even with that big money, if your books don't sell, you got to pay that back.
Pay it back. So I'm just, I at first I wanted a big publishing company, but since I didn't get one, I don't even want none no more. I don't want it.
I don't care. I think it's all the fluff and the vanity of it, just to say that you're published with a major publishing house, a New York best-selling author, and all. I don't really worry about that. If I get to that point, I'm gonna embrace that, but I'm not gonna let it go to my head. But I like touching people that resonate with the stories that I tell, because I have relatable characters in my books, but they all go through stuff, and they all about their business. They don't stay stuck in it.
Right.
So yeah. Right. So and I want readers that have that takeaway message. Man, if they could go through all that and still make it through, let me get my life together.
Listen, my character's so relatable. People are asking me, "Is that you? Are you writing about yourself?" I'm like, "That is not me." They're like, "Yes, it is." I'm like, "It is not me."
Oh, so tell me this: do you throw a little bit of yourself in the characters? Have you done that?
I'm gonna say a little. I'm gonna say 1%, because the voice, I have 5 characters, so I have 5 voices in my head. I do get inspiration from people. So I do put a little of everybody that I'm inspired by into a character, but it wouldn't be them. It wouldn't be their voice. It wouldn't be authentically them. It's just me putting a little twist on, getting inspired by. I get inspired by all kinds of stuff. I get inspired by a plant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got a little in there as far as like maybe the verbiage might be a little of me.
Okay. That's cool. I mean, I put a little bit of myself in each character. Like I might give them my favorite color or, one of my pet peeves or my little quirks or something like that. But overall, like you said, these people that's living in my head, they live in there and they tell me this is what I got going on.
Doesn't it get like that? People are like, how do you
Girl.
keep these voices separate, the characters separate? I'm like, they have their own personality. When you start writing about them, their personality literally comes out. So,
and they let you know, hey, no, that wasn't me. That was her. I know mine do. Like I got a series
like
of books, and I thought that the series was over, but she's starting to talk to me again. So I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but yeah.
You better listen, baby. Listen. Get out. You gotta get out because she's gonna keep talking.
Where you from?
New Orleans.
Oh my God. We right up the street from each other and did not know that. I did not know that. Because I'm in Hammond.
Oh yeah.
When you said that, baby, I was like, oh yeah. Oh wow, we're gonna have to go do lunch or something and meet in person.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Look, I love it. We got the boot in the house. Y'all don't hate on us because we just some Louisiana girls that love life and love writing books. So y'all get over it.
Right.
Get with it. That's what y'all do.
I used to have my little community before Hurricane Katrina, but my community spread, so I don't have my community no more. Like we used to have the poetry shows and the book stuff and this and that. I don't know where they at. They all gone. They all left.
Yeah.
So it's coming back slowly, but the city give more opportunities to people that move here than that's from here. So you know how that goes.
Yeah, and that's crazy. That is crazy. We could talk about that all day long, but we're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the books, tell us the titles and where can we get them from?
So it's Truth Love Volume 1 and Truth Love Volume 2. This one just came out about 3 weeks ago.
Okay, and congratulations.
Thank you. They are available on Amazon and Kindle, and as well on my online site, kbrown.online. You get the signed copies from my site. And of course, Amazon and Kindle, you get those copies, but the special copies are from K Brown, KAYBRON.online.
Okay, got it. Got that. I'm gonna put that in the description box, and y'all don't have an excuse not to go and support this queen in her writing. Y'all get with it, man. We have to put more reading in our households so that we can break those cycles of that. If you don't want Black people to find out something, put it in a book. We're not doing that no more. We over that. We read. We read. We do everything.
Right.
We read, we swim, we play hockey, we do all that.
We do it all. We are a multi-talented person. I just bought the Juneteenth books for my daughter. She's 8 and my other daughter 12, so they can understand the meaning of Juneteenth. And I had them read all those books, and I bought some Native American books for them because that's part of who we are too, so they can understand their culture. It's not just African side, but we are definitely 100% Native American on my mother's side. Wow. So I needed them to learn that part too. And I let them read for the month. And then I said, y'all could take July for the break. And it was like, okay. So that's how we did it for this summer.
I love that because we have to, they'll never know where they come from if we don't teach them, because they're not teaching that in the classroom at all.
No, they're trying to change the verbiage in the classroom. So I don't trust them.
No. Absolutely. So if y'all listening, if you want your kids to learn about where they come from and the heritage, and not just nothing against the greats that they do teach in school, but it's more of us out there that have done amazing things that are not talked about. And in order for that history to stay alive, we have to make sure that we continue to do that by pouring it into our kids so that they can pass it around from generation to the next, to the next, to the next. It starts within your home first. Be your child's best teacher. Be your child's favorite teacher. How about that?
And I am, because I homeschool.
Oh, see, listen, love it. I know they be getting a kick out of you.
Listen, they don't even. I asked them today, do y'all want to go back to the brick and mortar school? And it was like, no. I'm like, why? I need a break. Y'all with me all the time. It's like, no, we want to stay homeschool. I'm like, all right, fine. So they love it.
I think my son would have loved it, but he messed himself up because I was taking my daughter when she was in college, taking her to school, dropping her off, and trusting him to be logged on when he was supposed to be logged on. He'll wait till I leave and log off, get back in the bed. And I'm like,
oh no.
what in the world? And then he was slick with it because when I pull up, he's sitting in front of the screen like ain't nothing happening. But when them grades came out, I was like, what are you doing? You're not doing your work. And he could not. It's right there. Your grades are reflecting it. So I was like, no, your punishment is going back to school. And
he went back to school.
He been a straight A student since then. Like, Mom, no, because I can't
it's
be
not
your
for
teacher.
everybody. Like we with the K-12 program, so they give them they still have teachers, but I still am the teacher.
Right.
So it's not really for everybody, but that program I found is the best to keep their mind stimulated and not get bored.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he needs like social interaction because he's the baby, and his sister is 25, he's 13.
Oh, you got to spread like me.
Girl, listen.
My son is 28, 29. He just made 29. And my oldest daughter is 12. So they like 16 years apart.
No way you have a 29-year-old.
I told you I had him young. I was 15.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. Because I was about to say that math they had. Yeah.
Math ain't
well,
math.
I don't feel bad but about my gap now because they 12 years apart. So yeah.
Yep, I have a huge gap.
Wow.
Huge.
Wow. Okay, so we talked about your books. We talked about, personal development, where to find your books. Like, how can they connect with you on social media? Like, tell the people how they can connect with K Brown on social media.
So I only have one social media. Well, no, I have two. I just got on TikTok. I forgot about that. And I think I like TikTok better than I like Instagram. But on Instagram, yeah, I do. I feel like I get my book more there. Far as like trying to get my true readers, because I'm not buying no readers. So I feel like I get seen more there than versus Instagram. Instagram's stopping my stuff for some reason. They're haters.
Oh, wow.
But I'm on, Instagram is real_KAY_Brown. And what is my TikTok? That's the crazy thing. Let me see.
I just recently got on TikTok too, but I haven't posted anything on there. So how do you do it? Like, do you post about your books? Do you just post silly stuff? Do you be dancing and all this stuff? You do a little bit of mixture?
I can't get with the trends yet. I can't get with the dances yet, but I do post a lot of stuff about my book, and I might post pictures of something or something that I like, a video or something. But a lot of it is mostly from research. I've learned readers love to learn about the author. They like to feel like they know you. They want to feel like you one of them. Yeah. So I do post stuff about me on there. I don't post my kids too much because that's the private life of mine.
Yeah, I don't post my kids at all, except for their birthdays, maybe.
And then I post that on stories so they could go away.
Right.
So I don't really post too much about them, but I do post about my book a lot on there though as well.
I'm asking because I'm tapping into, like, I'm getting out of the traditional fiction, and my latest two books are nonfiction, personal development type books. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out a way to tap into, tie that all into the stuff that I'm creating, because I find that with Instagram, like you said, people like to see what you do on a daily. So when I post like music that I listen to, or the food that I'm making, or smoothies that I'm making, I get thousands of views.
Yep.
When I'm promoting this podcast, I get 100.
I'm like, are y'all looking at this? But if I post something about, like, if I'm dancing with the book, I get more views.
Yes,
but if I'm just doing the book,
yes,
it's like,
yes,
I don't like this.
No, look, and people trying to get me on Snapchat, and they said that was the best one for like promoting like your books and all of that. I just can't get with Snapchat. I don't know. I
tried Snapchat and I just couldn't get with it. Like I fell into TikTok through my sister, and I was like, oh, I like this. But Snapchat just didn't give me that vibe I was looking for. I couldn't get with it. It was too, maybe, I don't know, teeny boppy.
Yes, it's younger. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't really the audience I'm looking for.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, I get it. And see, this social media thing, it plays a big part. How do you feel like it plays a part in personal development? Social media.
So when I put my first book out, I had just got on social media and I learned a lot because I should have gained my readers before I actually started putting the book out. So I feel like when I put my first book out, I was right here. But as time went on, because it took me 5 years to put out the second book, and I started understanding social media like Instagram because I was transitioning from Facebook, of course. And I started seeing my true readers grow, like true followers, true readers, because they know I write books. So I'm not promoting nothing else. I'm who I am. And I see that it changed a lot. When the second book came out, they were on it. And I was like, oh, I did it right this time.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have no guide or nobody to teach you how to do this. When you writing your own book, self-published, you don't have nobody holding your hand or anything. And sad to say, in this industry, they're not going to hold your hand. They're not going to teach you. The ones that are already there, they're not trying to help you.
No.
So it's like, you got to grow as you learn and keep going and going and going. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have to, like this first book, I published it twice. You're going to make mistakes. I took it down and republished it because I didn't like the editing and some other stuff in it.
Yep.
So, yeah, you learn.
See, and see, for me, my first book, I did it through a third-party publishing company. Paid them to do a job, and they did not do the job. Like the edits, it had lines through everything and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, I don't even promote that book because I'm not letting them get a penny of that money. So what I'm going to do is redo it myself and then republish it with a new book cover. So
you did the same thing I did. I did it with
girl.
a self-publishing company that was the sister company of a big publishing company. I don't even want to give them their name. I don't even want y'all to go there.
Right.
And I did the same thing. I didn't like what they did. And I went about and then they wanted 50-50 of my profit. I'm like, nah, no, this is my baby. You're not doing nah, I'm good. So I did the same thing, republished it, took pictures, regraphed it and everything. And just put it out there on my own. Like, forget y'all keep that. I'm gonna do this.
Exactly.
And it's the same book.
Same book, just a different cover, and it's under your name instead of theirs. And then and they told me I needed to pay them $3,000 to fix what they didn't do in the first place. Yeah, make sense. Yeah, no. I said, no, I'm not giving y'all another penny of my
They wanted $1,600 from me, so no.
Oh, so see, this might be the same company.
It might be the same company. That's what I'm thinking. Like, it might be the same people.
Might be the same company. They always have lawsuits against them because they be screwing people over. They might owe us some money if it's the same company.
I want all my coins, baby. Bring them here.
All of them. Okay, so what's next for Kay? What you got coming up? What you got going on?
I am a firm believer of don't talk about your business. So I will say volume 3 has to come out. So that's automatic. Okay. It's a trilogy. So volume 3, I'm working on that. And then I already told you what I would like to do as far as the kids book and stuff. But I really have an ultimate goal that I want to say, but I'm not going to say.
Right.
So I'm going to keep that on the hush hush. Y'all have to follow me to find out what's next. And my TikTok is under K Brown, Kay Brown.
Okay. Got it. Got all that.
So y'all follow me on Instagram and TikTok to find out what's next, when volume 3 coming out. Because if you don't get volume 1, you ain't gonna know what the hell going on in none of the other ones.
Hey, so y'all need to get volume 1 before volume 3 come out for real. You read both of them because she ain't giving us much, y'all. We gotta follow her to make sure that we stay in the loop. She gotta make sure you got stay in the loop. So y'all follow Kay on TikTok as well as Instagram. If you look in the description box, all of her information will be there for you guys, as well as the site where you can purchase volumes 1 and 2. So on a personal note, I like to ask this question to all of my guests that come on. What would your now self tell your younger self about personal development?
My younger self went through hell. So I would say it gets better. It gets better. It may not get easier. It gets better. But once you pass the test, it gets easier. That's what I would tell myself. You won't be going through the same thing over and over again. You won't keep going through the negative stuff you're going through. it's just going to shape you into the person that you're going to be as an adult. But it will get better, and just pass the test the first time, so you won't have to keep repeating that shit.
Oh, listen, girl, if we can only go back and tell ourselves that, right?
Pass that test, bro. If you don't pass, then it's gonna get harder the next time, and harder.
And most stuff is added to it. Most stuff gonna be added to it that you have to get through. I love that. I love that. So other than keeping the wraps on book 3 and doing the TikTok and the Instagram things, what can you leave with listeners with today? Like what takeaway message would you want to leave with the listeners today?
So I do have a mini podcast based on the book. It's just a short podcast. It's on Spotify, Anchor. It's called Truth Love. And it's about I take short excerpts of the book and just make it to probably like 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the book podcast. But I want people to understand that nothing happens overnight. If it did, we'll all be where we want to be. If you really want that business, you got to start working towards that business. If you really want to write that book, you need to start journaling down stuff so you can make that into a book. Because truth be told, this book came about because I was writing my boyfriend in jail after Katrina, because I didn't have nothing else to do. And I was doing them like little episodes, like soap operas. And I let somebody read it, and it was like, you need to make this into a book. I just was entertaining him so he could get past to the stuff that he was going through. And it was like, no, turn that into a book. And I'm like, I will do that. So,
did you have to stop sending them to him?
I did. Because I didn't want him to read it. Yeah, I just started something. I was like, I'm gonna just write regular for you. He's like, no, I let all my partners read it.
I know it.
I'm like, it's about to be a book now. I can't do it. So, but
the gag order has been issued. You get nothing else.
I would say do whatever it is you want to do, even if you're scared. Do it scared, baby. Because if you don't do it, then it'll never get done. And then you're gonna be like, man, if I would have done that, I don't know where I'd be at right now. Guess what? If you don't do it, you ain't gonna be where you really want to be, because you're gonna still be doing something that you really don't want to do. So come on now. Let's come on. We all could do what we want to do. You just gotta work towards it. And I'm not gonna say you're gonna be making money immediately, but you like doing it. So do it. And you'll see it come in eventually.
Man, look, when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life, and that money will come, but you have to do the work. You really have to do the work. And that's
where I'm trying to get at, so I could get the hell up out this country, so I could be living off my right.
Really? I'm ready to go too. I'm ready to go too, because Lord, we don't know what's gonna happen in the next couple of years, man.
I am so ready to go. Every day I hear a voice saying, I'm getting you ready, because I'm getting myself ready. Yes. So
oh, look, we on the same page with that. Like for real. we might end up in the same country. Who knows? I don't know.
All the research, right? Because I'm doing a lot of research, and I'm really putting it out there as far as the universe, and I'm praying to the Most High all the time. Like, guide me, show me, give me what I need to do, prepare me.
Yes.
So when the time is right, I could go.
Absolutely. I love that. So, Kay, I want to thank you for coming to kick it with me today. It has been an amazing experience with you. Like I said, I wish you nothing but success, sis, and knowing that you are right down the street.
Right there.
Yes, we're gonna have to link up, like for real. We're gonna link up. And
thank you for having me. I appreciate you as well. And I appreciate your podcast for what your podcast is doing, because I did watch it, and I really appreciate your podcast as well.
Thank you so much. That means a lot, because, this is new to me. I started the podcast in January, and I love it. Now I started doing live shows back in 2020, and I just started season 5 on that Monday. Well, this past Monday. And I just wanted to go a little bit deeper, because when Instagram and stuff like that, you censored. Because if you don't say the right thing, they can block your stuff, take your stuff down, get rid of your page and all that. So with the podcast, I could talk about everything and be good. Because all I got to do is put some disclaimers on it. Hey, if you got kids, you might not want them to listen to this because it's a cussing in it, something like that. But I just want to make sure that our people are being elevated and impacted in a positive way. So that's what I use my platform for. I don't turn away people. As long as you have a story to tell, come tell it. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
feel. Because the
But
more
if you ever want me back, I got so much to talk about.
I already got a panel that I'm gonna put you on. So I'm gonna be in touch for sure. Yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine today about a panel that I would love to do with women and just talking
great.
about different relationship stuff. I will be in touch for real because I already know you're gonna keep it real.
I'm about
and
to
it's
say
gonna
the
be
things I
entertaining.
went through. I can warn y'all girls.
Yeah,
Ooh.
so yeah, that's gonna probably be within the next couple of weeks. I'm on vacation starting after this podcast. I'm going on vacation. My husband and I will be celebrating our 17th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
So,
you gotta
thank
talk
you.
about that because I need to know how y'all did that. I've been married twice.
Oh,
But
okay. Hey, that ain't no, it ain't no cakewalk. Let me just go and say that. But you know,
I think it's me. I think I'm the problem.
Oh wow. See, that takes a lot because for you to admit that, that's amazing. Some people don't take accountability and they're not self-aware, but hey, who knows? You just probably ain't met him yet.
I haven't. Mm-hmm. Not for what I want. I haven't.
Well, hey, we're gonna speak him into existence then.
Yes, we are.
Let him come healed and everything that KeKe like. Y'all look, y'all touch and agree that KeKe's soulmate is gonna listen to this podcast and find
come
her.
healed, baby. Come healed.
That's what I'm saying. Come healed, come whole, and come ready to have a strong Black woman that's gonna love you and be opinionated, and it's gonna be good because you can't control her. Hey, it is what it is.
The control part.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that panel.
Oh yes, I would definitely be in touch. I have some amazing ladies that I'm considering for it, and I know that we're gonna have a great time. So yeah, I'll be in touch with that. Y'all be on the lookout for that. It will be coming out soon, hopefully, because I got so many episodes recorded that I need to release, but we're gonna make sure that y'all get it. It may be a bonus episode within the season or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you guys have been listening to Kicking It with KeKe, Life, Love, and all that other shit. Y'all make sure that y'all come in every Thursday. Like, share, review. Go on Apple Podcasts and leave me a review. And just love on your girl, because I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I don't see myself going anywhere anytime soon except for up. So it is what it is. So y'all, I just want to leave y'all with this. Remember that the bumps in the road slows us down enough to let us enjoy the journey. Enjoy the little things. They make room for the bigger things, and you appreciate them even more. That being said, you guys have a great day, and I'm out. Peace and blessings.